Hello everyone. So this question was asked in CAT preparation group of Catapult, that is WhatsApp group, Catapult 2021 group. और बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. It's really nice question and the way we'll create the set diagram is also very important. So it's not very conventional way of solving this question. तो देखते हैं इसको कैसे करना है. Question क्या है? So question is, in a particular year, a group of 300 people visited some of the countries among China, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Bangladesh and Pakistan. So there are 5 countries in which 300 people visited. Further, each person visited at least one country. So all 300 people visited at least one country. Any person who visited China also visited Bhutan, while any person who visited Pakistan also visited Bangladesh. Any person who visited Sri Lanka also visited China, while no person who visited Bangladesh visited China. So my starting point to solve this question is the last statement. No person who visited Bangladesh visited China. So that means these two countries are exclusive. That means they do not have any intersection point. So I can draw something like this. This is Bangladesh and this is China. Now let's go back to the starting, that is the second sentence. Any person who visited China also visited Bhutan. That means all the people who visited China also visited Bhutan. So something like this. So if this is China, Bhutan has to cover China, right? So all the people who visited China also visited Bhutan. So bringing Bhutan into the picture, so we can draw a diagram like this. Right? So now I have whole of China inside Bhutan. So this outer circle is Bhutan. Now there is a possibility that few people might have visited only Bhutan. So this is the area which is only Bhutan. Let me bring China inside this. So this is China. So this area, this region is people who visited only Bhutan. And there has to be a combination of Bhutan and Bangladesh. So for that we have Bhutan and Bangladesh. So this is the intersection. And the second statement is, while any person who visited Pakistan also visited Bangladesh. So all those who visited Pakistan have to visit Bangladesh. So that means there is no intersection of Pakistan and China. So we can draw Pakistan something like this. So this is Pakistan. All the people who visited Pakistan visited Bangladesh. Then there can be some intersection with Bhutan and some with only Bangladesh. Similarly, any person who visited Sri Lanka also visited China. So all those who visited Sri Lanka cannot visit Bangladesh. So we have something like this for Sri Lanka. So we have Sri Lanka like this. Now we can go to the clues and we can fill in values here. So the number of persons who visited Sri Lanka was twice the number of persons who visited only Bangladesh. So only Bangladesh is this region. So if there are X people who visited this, then Sri Lanka is 2X. Okay. Second point, the number of persons who visited only Bhutan was 20 less than the number of persons who visited exactly one country. So exactly one country if we see, so this is Bangladesh, this X is exactly one country, then this only Bhutan, if I say that it is Y, then this is only one country or exactly one country. Now every other country, Pakistan, they have also visited Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, they have also visited China, China, they have also visited Bhutan. So from second clue, we can say that Y equals to X plus Y minus 20. Can I say this thing? So this was the most important clue as far as I am concerned after creating this diagram. So the number of persons who visited only Bhutan, so only Bhutan is Y, was 20 less than the number of persons who visited exactly one country. Exactly one country is x and y both. So we need to write y equals to x plus y minus 20. So that gives us 0 equals to x minus 20 or x equals to 20. So I can write here 20, I can write here 40, and this is y. I can rub this through or the equation that we have solved here. We have already taken care of that in the diagram. Now the third point is the number of persons who visited Pakistan was 3 more than the number of persons who visited China. So all the people who visited Pakistan was 3 more than who visited China. Right now we do not have anything to write here, so we will ignore as of now. Let's go to the fourth one. The number of persons who visited at least 3 countries was 145. So 3 countries means Pakistan, Bangladesh and Bhutan. So this intersection, Pakistan, Bangladesh and Bhutan, and this intersection, Sri Lanka, China and Bhutan. So this sum is 145. Here we have 40. So we can say that this value is 105. Now let's go to the next flow. The number of persons who visited China was 90 more than the number of persons who visited only Bangladesh. So only Bangladesh is 20 and China it says is 90 more. So China is 110. And if I go back to my previous clue of Pakistan and China, that is third clue, the number of persons who visited Pakistan was 3 more than the number of persons who visited China. So China 110 people visited, so Pakistan 113 people would have visited. Out of which 105 is here, so we can say that 8 people visited only Pakistan and Bangladesh, and total people visiting Pakistan is 113. Now, if I go to the last clue, the number of persons who visited Bhutan was 100 more than the number of persons who visited Bangladesh. So Bhutan is 100 more than the number of people who visited Bangladesh. So let's say this region, Bhutan and Bangladesh has A people. So people who visited Bangladesh is 20 plus 113 of Pakistan plus A. So this is Bangladesh plus 100 is Bhutan. So it says that Bhutan, number of persons who visited Bhutan was 100 more than the number of persons who visited Bangladesh. So this whole is Bhutan. Now if I go to the starting of the set, we know that there are 300 people and every person visited at least one country. So I can say that if I add whole of Bhutan plus this region, that is 8 plus 20. So whole of Bhutan plus 8 plus 20, this should be equal to 300 because 300 people visited the entire gamut of these countries, and we can see that this is the whole diagram out of which Bhutan covered this region, and after Bhutan we have only this region in which 8 people visited Pakistan and Bangladesh and 20 visited Bangladesh only. Let's solve this thing. So 100 and 300 cancels out, we get 200. Now we have A plus 20 plus 20, 40 plus 8, 48. That is 113 plus 48 equals to 200. That gives us A equals to 200 minus 113 plus 48 is 8 plus 3, 11. 1 goes as carry. 4 plus 2, 6 and 1. That gives us 10 minus 1, 9 and 9 minus 6, 3. So A equals to 39, and from here, now if I try to find out this y, again I can put this whole thing or this equation, and what we can do, another equation which we can form, we can say that 8 plus 20 or 20 plus 8 plus 39 plus 105 plus 40, and this region is 70 because China whole is 110, 40 comes here, so 70 has to be here, plus 70 plus y, this is also equal to 300. Solving this again, We have 70 plus 40, 110, cancels out, gives us 190. Then we have 105, cancels out and gives us 85. Then we have 39 plus 20, that is 59. 59 plus 8 is 67. So we have y equals to 85 minus 67, that is 8, and so this y becomes 18. So now you can see that we have solved everything. Every component of the set theory has been solved, and now we can go to the questions to get the answers. So how many people total visited Bhutan? So we can see that, or we can also go for Bangladesh. So 113 people visited Pakistan, and 39 plus 20. So we have 113 plus 39 plus 20, that is 172 people visited Bangladesh. And we know that 100 more than Bangladesh visited Bhutan, so 272 people visited Bhutan. 110 people visited China, 113 people visited Pakistan, and 40 people visited Sri Lanka. Now let's go to the questions. So we have how many persons visited Bhutan and exactly one other country. So Bhutan and one other country, so it is China and Bhutan, that is 70, and Bangladesh and Bhutan, that is 39. So my answer is 70 plus 39, that is 109. So the answer to this question is 109. Then how many persons visited exactly one country? So exactly one country is Bangladesh and Bhutan, that is 20 plus 18, that is 38. And the last one is, among the persons who visited Bhutan, how many persons visited Bangladesh? So out of the people who visited Bhutan, how many visited Bangladesh? So Bhutan and Bangladesh is 39. Bhutan, Bangladesh and Pakistan is 105. So my answer is 105 plus 39, that is 142. So that completes this set. I hope you guys have enjoyed the way we solved this set. And अगर आप लोगों ने enjoy किया है and you liked it, please subscribe to our channel and join our Telegram and Facebook group. Links are there in the description. And you can send us all your queries, all your doubts, and we'll try to create a video solution. And if needed, otherwise we'll just post the text solution to all of you. Thank you guys and happy learning.